If they're interested in proceeding forward with the neurofeedback, then I do an intake assessment. And so typically I do that with the parent. If it's a child, if it's an adult, then certainly I speak with them. Go through, physical history, emotional history, anything that has gone on in their life that is of note and relates to their symptoms, especially medication that they're on, that type of thing. Then I also have the child take a touchscreen test called an intake neuro test. And this is a combination of 16 psychological tests, looks at things like memory, executive function, attention. That information is then sent out and compared to a database. So the report that I receive tells me how well do they perform compared to a normative database. Then I also have them do something called a brain map or a QEEG. And this involves having them put, it's almost like a swimming cap on their head, and it has roughly 19 sensors, and those are connected up to a computer, and then they have 10 minutes where they record the electrical activity of the brain with their eyes open and with their eyes closed, and this is also compared to a database. And when we get that report back, it's just phenomenal because you can literally see what's going on in their brain. What area has excessive brain waves, slow or fast, what areas are not communicating well with other areas. And then I match that up with the intake assessment and the intake neuro test, and I'm able to say, okay, this makes sense, this is where the issue is, let's start some neurofeedback and see if we can teach the brain to function properly.